Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026 Town of Penfield Town Board meeting. I will now call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Barry.
Here.
Dean. Here. Getz.
Here.
Lang.
Here.
Teglash.
Here.
Thank you. Now we will move to communications and announcements, and I will start with the town clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The primary election is a Democratic primary that will be held on June 23rd from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. I mentioned that it's Democratic because primaries, you have to be registered with the party that you will be voting for, and this will only be for the Democratic Party. Monroe County residents can vote early in the Ruth Brayman Room at the Penfield Public Library. Early voting for the June 23rd primary will begin on Saturday, June 13th, and run through Sunday, June 21st. A full list of dates and times for early voting can be found on our town's website at www.penfieldny.gov and on the Board of Elections website at www.monroecounty.gov/elections. For more information, please call me at 340-8629 or the Board of Elections at 753-1550, and of course, it's 585 area code. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Getz.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Penfield's annual Independence Day celebration is just a few weeks away, and the town is gearing up for a full, fun day. This year's celebration will occur on Saturday, June 27th. It begins with the annual Independence Day parade starting at 10 a.m. The parade will follow its familiar route beginning at Penfield High School, traveling east along 441 and turning north onto Baird Road up the hill. Finishing at the community center, the main reviewing stand will be in front of the Penfield Fire Hall in the Four Corners. As the day transitions into evening, the celebration moves to Whalen Park, where the fun continues starting at 6 p.m. Guests can enjoy a wide selection of food trucks and live entertainment, including performances from local talent through Bach to rock. At 8 p.m., the stage heats up with this year's musical headliner, the Morgan Twins. Penfield's famous fireworks display will launch at 10 p.m. following a performance of the national anthem, a grand finale to a full day of celebration. For those needing accessible parking, please note, vehicles parked in the Harris Hill Elementary School lot will need to remain in place until the crowd has dispersed after the fireworks. This is to ensure the safety of all attendees during the departure. Should inclement weather disrupt Saturday's festivities, the town will proceed with music and fireworks on Sunday, June 28th, at the same scheduled times at Whalen Park. If you would like a full schedule of the events and additional details, you can visit penfieldny.gov/events, and then please join us to celebrate our community, our country, and the spirit of Independence Day right here in Penfield. Following through, the town is going to have a week of patriotic activities and events on June 27th through July 4th. The town of Penfield will be hosting a week of these events and activities from its Independence Day celebration beginning on June 27th and then ending on July 4th in recognition of our country's milestone. Events include a lecture, a book discussion with the supervisor, family activities featuring crafts, bingo, and an ice cream social. A full list of events is available at our website at penfieldnewyork.gov, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you. Deputy Supervisor Teglash.
Our next guided hike with the Penfield Trails Committee is Saturday, June 13th at 9 a.m. Join the Penfield Trails Committee for their June hike within Abraham Lincoln Park on Saturday, June 13th, beginning at 9 a.m. Explore the ups and downs of this county park from wooded uplands to the Bay Shore Trail connections. The park is located at 1559 Empire Boulevard, just south of Plank Road. Meet in the parking lot near the playground. Though the event is free of charge, pre-registration is required through penfieldnewyork.gov/hike. Library. The Penfield Library will begin its summer hours starting June 28th. Weekday hours will remain unchanged, but Saturday hours will shift from a 5 p.m. closing to 2 p.m. The library will be closed on Sundays. Summer hours will be in effect through August 30th. For more information, visit penfieldlibrary.org.
Thank you.
Oh, one more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Penfield Music Festival this Friday, June 5th. The Penfield Music Festival and Food Truck Rodeo will take place on Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Penfield Amphitheater in Kiwanis stage behind Town Hall. Enjoy the line of food trucks, which include Smoothies Plus, Tony Tomatoes Tuscan Wood Fire Pizza. Thank you for that wonderful tongue twister. Pizza food truck and Rock Boulevard. Experience captivating music performances by Penfield Central School District students beginning at 4:30 p.m. Performance times are available at penfieldnewyork.gov/events. The music festival is free and open to the public. This is the town's kickoff of its summer music series, so come out on June 5th for a memorable evening of food and music.
Thanks. Councilmember Lang?
Attention golfers and community members, get ready for the annual charity golf tournament at Shadow Lake on Monday, June 15th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sponsored by the Penfield Parenton Kiwanis Club, the Penfield Rotary Club, and the Town of Penfield. This charity tournament generates funds to assist those in our community, especially children who need food, shelter, comfort, and healing. What's unique about this tournament is that 100% of the net funds raised will go directly to those in need. So grab your golf clubs and join us for fun, networking, and philanthropy. To register as a sponsor or golfer, please visit penfieldparentonkiwanis.org/golf tournament by June 5th. Don't miss this chance to make a difference in the lives of those in our community. Town of Penfield is hosting a brush drop-off event at 2143 Gloria Drive on Saturday, June 13th from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is an excellent opportunity to dispose of any branches or shrubs you may have accumulated over the winter or heavy rains this spring. Please note this event will not accept large stumps, leaves, grass clippings, concrete, or other debris. Additionally, contractors are not permitted to dump materials unless the town resident accompanies them. Saturday brush drop-offs will happen once a month through November. For further details, please contact the Department of Public Works at 340-8710. Don't miss this chance to clean up your property and dispose of your brush for free. Join us for the summer concert series at the Penfield Amphitheater and Kiwanis stage as it gets underway. Enjoy a full season of live performances for all ages every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. beginning June 9th. The amphitheater is behind the Penfield Town Hall at 3100 Atlantic Avenue and Veterans Memorial Park with plenty of parking. Bring a blanket, a lawn chair, sit back, and take in the music under the open sky. The concert series will continue through August 11th. For a list of the full concert schedule, visit penfieldny.gov/events. We will see you at the show.
Thank you. Councilmember Dean?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Dayton's Corners School Open House and Pie Social. Join us for the annual Pie Social at Penfield's historic Dayton's Corners Schoolhouse and Museum at the intersection of Creek Street and Plank Road on Sunday, June 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. There'll be free pony rides for the kids, tour the schoolhouse or schoolhouse museum, pie and lemonade, try a taste of the authentic 1857 Sunday social. For more information, contact Barbara Quinn at 585-385-1491. The town offices will be closed June 19th for Juneteenth and July 4th for Independence Day. The public library is open June 19th, closed June 27th, and July 4th. This is a notice of upcoming holiday closures in the town. Again, Friday, June 19th, town offices will be closed in observance of Juneteenth, but the public library will remain open on this day. Saturday, June 27th, the library will be closed for participation in the town's Independence Day celebration. Saturday, July 4th, All town offices, including the library, will be closed in observance of Independence Day. Hours will resume on Monday following each holiday.
Thank you. I will be hosting my next community conversation with the supervisor on Saturday, June 20th from noon until 1 p.m. in the senior lounge at the Penfield Community Center. Residents are encouraged to participate in this informal, open discussion to share ideas, ask questions, and talk about what matters most for Penfield's future. I plan to host these community conversations throughout 2026. If you can't attend, you are always welcome to share your thoughts by emailing supervisor@penfieldny.gov. And please note that there will be no community conversation held in July. We will resume in August. The Town of Penfield is excited to announce that a ribbon-cutting event is scheduled for Wednesday, June 10th at 3:30 p.m. to celebrate the completion of the Alpheus Clark House project at Shadow Pines at 675 Whalen Road. Community members are invited to join local officials, staff members, and contractors in celebrating this momentous occasion. Following the ribbon-cutting ceremony, the facility will be open to the public for viewing until 5 p.m. The project, which was completed several months ahead of schedule, includes the rehabilitation of the original Alpheus Clark House built in 1832, along with a new rentable event space with a kitchen and outdoor patio. The event space is anticipated to be available for rent in the coming months. And now we have 3 proclamations this evening. There is a lot going on this month, so I will be going up to the podium to present these proclamations. All right. Our first proclamation is recognizing the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Whereas, on July 4th, 2026, our nation will commemorate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and whereas the journey toward this historic milestone offers an opportunity to reflect on our nation's past, honor the contributions of all Americans, and look ahead to future generations who will carry forward the ideals of democracy and individual liberty that make the United States unique within the world community. And whereas the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, which includes the Mary Fellows Penfield chapter locally, is joining together to celebrate our nation's rich history and diversity through various activities in our community. And whereas, from the 250th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party through the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 2033, the Daughters of the American Revolution are celebrating our nation's history and diversity by honoring all men and women who achieved American independence, patriots who believe in the noble cause of liberty and fought valiantly to establishing a new nation. And whereas the Mary Fellows Penfield chapter of the New York State Organization of the Daughters of the American Revolution honors and celebrates this significant milestone, while also honoring the memory of American patriots who bravely fought in the Revolutionary War and are buried in Penfield and the surrounding area. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Kevin Barry, Supervisor of the Town of Penfield, together with the Penfield Town Board, hereby recognize the significance of this milestone in Penfield, Monroe County, New York, and thank the Mary Fellows Penfield chapter for its assistance in commemorating this event. Signed June 3rd, 2026, by Kevin Berry, Town Supervisor, and Council members Catherine Dean, John Getz, Bill Lang, and Linda Teglash.
Greetings. My name is Terry Bruno, and I'm the regent or president of the Mary Fellows Penfield chapter. Our chapter started in 1974, and the women who started the chapter were local farmers. The women did not want to go to Irondequoit, did not want to go to Rochester, so they decided they wanted a chapter right here in Penfield. And they did the research to find the 10 patriots buried in the Oakwood Cemetery. And recently, we have found 2 more. So our Oakwood Cemetery has 12 American patriots buried there. The interesting part is that several of them became friends with Daniel Penfield, and he convinced them that Western New York wasn't too bad of a place to live because they were coming from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and New York. And what was Penfield? Penfield was the frontier, the western frontier. So we have been on the quest to find the graves and to clean them. We've cleaned 9 out of 12 so far. And if you ever have the opportunity, you should just take a walk in there because it's amazing that these men came here with nothing, with their families, and settled Penfield. Our organization is founded on patriotism, service to our community, historical preservation, and part of that historical preservation is cleaning the graves. I'm going to offer an opportunity in August, I think, to demonstrate how to clean a grave. So I will make sure that it's up on the Penfield site when I'm going to do it. Anyone's invited to come and watch. It's very easy to do, and the more rain we have, the whiter the graves get. I want to thank you for this. I want to thank the community, and anyone interested in joining our society, please just let me know, and I'll help you on board. Thank you very much.
You folks want to come up for pictures?
We get the whole board.
Looking right at me in 3, 2. I'm going to take one more. 3, 2. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next is a proclamation reflecting on the importance of Juneteenth. Whereas Juneteenth, celebrated annually on June 19th, commemorates the day in 1865 when news of freedom finally reached enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued. marking a pivotal moment in the nation's history and its march toward equality for all. And whereas Juneteenth stands as both a celebration of freedom and a reminder of the sacrifices, resilience, and enduring contribution of African Americans throughout the history of the United States. And whereas the observance of Juneteenth provides an opportunity to reflect on our nation's progress toward greater equality and justice, while recognizing the importance of continued dialogue, understanding, and mutual respect within our communities. And whereas the Penfield Town Board and the Town of Penfield remain committed to fostering a welcoming community that values diversity, promotes equal opportunity, and strives to uphold the principles of liberty and justice for all. And whereas the Town of Penfield encourages residents to come together in the spirit of unity, service, and shared purpose to help build a stronger and more connected community for future generations, now therefore be it resolved that the Penfield Town Board hereby recognizes and honors Juneteenth and encourages all residents to reflect upon its significance. Signed June 3rd, 2026, Kevin Berry, Town Supervisor, and Council Members Catherine Dean, John Getz, Bill Lang, and Linda Teglash. I'll now ask Jasper Hooks to please come up and join me at the podium. Now, Jasper, you are an 8th grader, correct? At Bay Trail Middle School?
Yes.
And you are involved in the LGBTQ plus organization there. What's the name of it?
It's called OQSA.
Okay,
It's a club after school.
great. Well, Jasper is going to be reading our Pride Month proclamation.
Town of Penfield Proclamation celebrating Pride Month, June 2026. Whereas the town of Penfield is a diverse community that welcomes people from all walks of life, and whereas the town of Penfield recognizes the importance of equality and justice for all, and whereas diversity within our community is to be celebrated and is an integral part of what makes Penfield a special place to live, work, and visit. And whereas during the month of June, we celebrate Pride Month and recognize the contributions and resilience of the LGBTQIA+ community. And whereas members of the LGBTQIA+ community have long faced discrimination and continue to face challenges today. And whereas it is important to acknowledge this discrimination and continue working to eliminate it. And whereas the town remains committed to fostering an inclusive community and workplace where all people are seen and valued and appreciated. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Penfield Town Board proudly stands in solidarity with the LGBTQIA+ community and celebrates Pride Month throughout the month of June, June 3rd, 2026.
All right.
Yay.
Stand here and I'll.
One more. 1, 2, 3. Hey, now everybody come on up for a picture. Just sign this way. It's good, Linda, you're buried.
I can see you. I thought that was a rule.
That was part of the rule. All right, everyone look at me in 3, 2, and one more. 3, 2. Thank you.
Did you bang your knee?
I was worried it was going to be all in there for me. You took the spot.
Sorry. Oh, I know that hurts.
All righty.
All right, so next, we are going to have public participation, and I will review some rules for public participation. Members of the public who wish to address the board are asked to complete an intent to speak form available just inside the auditorium entrance. Speakers will be recognized by the supervisor, invited to come forward and to be seated at the table, to speak directly into the microphone, and to state their name and address for the record before beginning their remarks. Each speaker will be limited to 5 minutes. Comments should be directed to the board, and any questions should be directed to the supervisor. Those who have not completed an intent to speak form may have an opportunity to speak after all registered speakers have been heard. At the supervisor's discretion, a speaker may be allowed to address the board a second time. Our first part of public participation is going to focus on the active transportation plan. Is there anyone here to speak regarding the active transportation plan?
No one has signed up.
Okay. All right, and it doesn't look like there's anyone here. Did you want to come up and speak?
Unregistered, is that okay?
Yes, but please come up here to the mic.
On the right?
Any one of them. Yep. And then state your name and address, please.
Thank you, Supervisor Berry and Council. My name is Josh Margle of 60 Random Knolls Drive in Penfield. Just coming here to speak in support of the active transportation plan. I spent many years as a transportation planner, now recovering, and I am happy to see that the town has taken the approach of favoring positive economic development and safety for our children and our other loved ones. Nobody should step outside believing that they're going to be run over by a lifted truck. They should be comfortable walking to school, to the library, doing their chores and enjoying their time around town. I'm happy to see that the plan promotes this efficient use of town resources towards connectivity gaps and other safety measures. So thank you to Supervisor, Council, and anyone else in the town who worked on the plan, as well as the consultants at Colliers that helped assemble it. I look forward to seeing continued implementation of its recommendations over my time living in Penfield. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, can you spell your last name, please?
Sure. It is M as in Mary, A-R-G-U-L.
Thank you.
And legal name is Joshua.
Okay.
Was there anyone else wanting to speak on the active transportation plan? All right, we will move on from there to general comments. Was there anyone wanting to make general public participation comments?
No one signed up.
Okay. And there is no one signed up here either. All right, so that will include our public participation. Next, we will move on to additions and deletions to the agenda. And without objection, I will move to withdraw Resolution 26T108 and move to add as new business Resolutions 26T116, 26T117, and 26T118. Seeing no objections, that is accomplished.
We do need a second.
No, it's by unanimous consent, so
Okay.
absent an objection.
One of these days, I'll learn that.
All right. So next, we will move on to the approval of minutes from our May 6, 2026 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
So move.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion or corrections?
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Do we have any petitions?
No petitions.
No petitions? Then we will move on to resolutions by function, beginning with Law and Finance.
Authorization of 2026 budget amendments for the library fund.
With regards to 26T-016, the authorization of the 2026 budget amendment for the library fund, I move as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization to accept standard workday report for elected and appointed officials.
With regards to 26T-017, the authorization to accept standard workday report for elected and appointed officials, I moved as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization of 2026 budget amendments for the library fund. Just when you would withdraw.
I'm sorry, that we don't have.
109.
109.
Okay. So 109 is authorization of 2026 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance and highway fund balance.
I think, Madam Clerk, I think we have a numbering.
So the resolution number 108 that was
That was
withdrawn, we do have to mention that was withdrawn.
So that would retain its number.
And it would
Okay.
retain its number.
I apologize. When you said highway funds, I was reading library and
Yeah.
the other items.
Yeah,
My
so
apology.
108,
I'm with you now.
And just for the record, I just want to make sure it's clear, Mr. Getz, when you were reading your, the resolutions, I think you said, I just want to make sure that we got the numbers correct. It's 106 and 107, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the clerk read it correctly, and I just want to make sure that for the record, we're all set.
so 108, I believe, was withdrawn.
Yes.
Okay, just so the audience knows. So we are now on 109, authorization of 2026 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance and highway fund balance.
With regards to 26T-109, the authorization of the 2026 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance and highway fund balance, I move as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Budget transfers for the general fund.
With regards to resolution number 26T-110, the budget and transfer to the general fund, I moved as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Acceptance of financial statements and independent auditors' reports for 2025 and filing of the New York State Annual Update Document, AUD.
With regards to resolution number 26T-111, acceptance of financial statements and independent auditors' reports for the 2025 and filing of the New York State Annual Update Document, AUD, as it's known sometimes. I move it as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Acceptance of a donation of a custom art piece.
With regards to 26T-112, acceptance of a donation of a custom art piece, with the board's permission, I'll just do a brief reading of this one. Whereas local artist Nancy Gong has donated a custom etched glass art piece to the town of Penfield valued at approximately $4,000, now therefore be it resolved that the town board acknowledges this generous gift and looks forward to displaying it in the hallway of the town hall. So moved.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorize the supervisor to sign an intermunicipal agreement with the Penfield Central School District.
With regards to 26T-113, authorization to allow the supervisor to sign an intermunicipal agreement with the Penfield Central School District, I move as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Adopting the pro-housing community pledge.
Sorry, just making sure I get my documents in order here. With regards to 26T-114, adopting the pro-housing community pledge, I move as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. We are moving on to Public Works now. Awarding the contract for the purchase and installation of a metal roof on the Whalen Road barn.
I will move 26T-115 as written, and I will thank our DPW Commissioner Bob Moore for his work on this.
Second?
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. And now I believe there's no old business.
So we'll be on to new business.
Number 116, appointment of auto mechanic foreman full-time.
With regards to 26T-116, the appointment of an auto mechanic foreman full-time, I moved as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Appointment of a full-time laborer, Sewer Division, Public Works.
With regards to 26T-117, the appointment of a full-time laborer, Sewer Division, and Public Works, I moved as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Before we begin, just wanted to welcome the new members to our team.
Congratulations.
Authorizing Phase 2 Environment Site Assessment.
With regards to resolution number 26T-119, authorizing
118.
That's been changed to 118.
118, my apologies. Authorizing the Phase 2 Environmental Site Assessment, ESA, I moved as written.
I second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
All right, next, another opportunity for public participation.
Are we doing 119, which would be the authorization of 2026 budget amendments that changed from 108 as new
We have
business?
another new one.
Okay, oh, that's right, yes, we will be
Okay,
doing that.
so one more new business. Authorization of 2026 budget amendments for the library fund.
With regards to 26T-119, the authorization of the 2026 budget amendments for the library fund, I believe, Mr. Town Attorney, should I do the whereas with this, since it's a new business?
So this one is just been presented tonight, and I guess I'm not sure what you're asking. If you-
Well, I would moved as written. Why don't I do this? I'll read it, just to
Okay.
make sure that
Yep.
we make sure that everybody knows what's happening.
Yep. Good, okay, that's fine.
Whereas the town desires to have a 2026 budget that ensures the continued provision of services for Penfield residents, and whereas the Penfield Public Library has received a grant of $52,163.97 from the Friends and Foundation of the Rochester Public Library to support the purchase of new books, electronic books, and audiobooks, and whereas additional appropriations and budget revenue adjustments have been identified as necessary to provide for the purchase of new materials per the grant acceptance letter, I ask that we now resolve that the following 2026 budget revenue amendments and additional budget appropriations be approved as set forth below in the documentation.
I second.
Barry?
Aye.
Dean?
Aye.
Getz?
Aye.
Lang?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
5 ayes.
All right. Now moving on to our second opportunity for public participation. Is there anyone present wishing to speak? Would you like to speak again?
Permission for seconds?
Yes.
Thank you. Once again, Joshua Marvel, 60 Random Knolls Drive, Penfield. Question with respect to the Phase 2 ESA, what is the site that is being studied? I'm just not familiar with the project.
Yes, it's a site at 1200 Empire Boulevard.
It's next to town-owned parkland.
Okay. Is there a current planned intent for it, or what is the basis for the ESA?
To consider whether or not to acquire it.
Oh, okay. So it's not held by the town right now?
That's correct.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in public participation? And there is no one else who is remote. So with that, our next meeting, our next legislative meeting will be July 1st, 2026. And can I get a motion to adjourn?
Move.
Second?
Second.
It's 7:14.
All right. All right, good.